You are 8 years old. Your mother has just sold you to a tea house owner for the price of a bag of rice. By tomorrow, your hands will be permanently stained with tea leaves and regret. By 30, if you survive, you'll be invisible, a ghost who pours drinks for people who couldn't remember your face 5 seconds after you leave their table. This is the life of a Qing Dynasty tea house boy, and it gets worse from here. In the hovels of 18th century China, poverty doesn't announce itself with fanfare, it whispers. A mother, gaunt, desperate, negotiates your future with a tea house proprietor while you play with Derv outside. You're not wanted, you're not needed, you're useful. Your small hands can carry hot water without tipping. Your size means you fit through cramped serving corridors. Your insignificance makes you forgettable, which in this world is almost a mercy. You were sold for rice, rice that will feed your siblings, rice that in some brutal mathematical way mean you never eat again. The tea house is a temple of cruelty, dressed in silk and porcelain. Your first day arrives without ceremony. An older boy, maybe 16, maybe 1,000 years old from the way his eyes have died, shows you to a cramped room shared with 7 others. The air tastes like sweat and old tea leaves. This will be your tomb for the next decade. The master beats you, not out of rage, out of habit. A cold hand strikes your ear when you're too slow. A wooden spoon cracks your knuckles when you chip a cup. These aren't punishments, they're training. Pain is the curriculum, shame is the textbook. You learn to absorb blows the way soil absorbs rain. Quietly, completely, forever changed. You watch the regulars through the steam, merchants counting money, officials barking orders, scholars debating philosophy. They exist in a world that your hands serve, but your eyes must never meet. You are the infrastructure of comfort, and you must be invisible. By 16, your body remembers every strike. You wake before dawn. The kitchen is already roaring, a furnace of boiling water and screaming. You carry heavy iron kettles with blistered hands. The heat warps your vision. Tea leaves burn your forearms. The smell of jasmine and bergamot, which perhaps once was pleasant, now induces nausea. It is the smell of your smallness. The customers are endless. A magistrate demands water hotter. A merchant's concubine complains the cup is too full. A gang of soldiers leaves without paying, and you absorb the cost from your meager wages. You bow. You apologize for things beyond your control. You become a receptacle for contempt. Hollow, reliable, mute. The tea house owner watches you like inventory. If you're too slow, he replaces you. There are always more boys. Boys with no families, boys with nothing to lose because they've already lost everything. You are interchangeable, disposable. This is your greatest terror, that your absence would matter less than a chipped cup. At 30, your youth is something that happened to someone else. Your spine curves from carrying weight, your hands shake from heat exposure and age, your face is weathered leather. Young tea house boys now exist in your blind spots, ghosts you no longer see, just as the world never saw you. The tea house owner eyes you with the expression of a farmer watching a failing crop. Your productivity is declining. You are becoming expensive. One afternoon, a regular, a man you've served for 15 years without him ever knowing your name, orders a cup from the new boy. You realize you have been replaced while you were still breathing. Most tea house boys don't retire, they simply stop. Some collapse on the kitchen floor and are carried out like broken furniture. Some cough blood into the tea water and are sent away when customers complain. The fortunate ones are fired and become street beggars. The unforgiven ones die in that cramped room among 7 other spent bodies and are buried in unmarked graves that no one visits because no one knew them to begin with. Your last shift comes without announcement. No farewell, no gratitude. Just the tea house owner pointing at the door and the world moving on without your silence breaking a single heart. You have poured 10,000 cups for people who never knew you existed. If you think life as a Qing Dynasty Teahouse boy was brutal, imagine what stories are still buried beneath centuries of silence. These weren't historical footnotes. These were real children, real hands, real suffering that echoed into nothing. Subscribe, share, join us as we drag more invisible lives out of the shadows, because history's greatest atrocity isn't cruelty, it's forgetting. The Teahouse boys are gone, but their stories don't have to be.